Evening YouTube. As some of you may be aware, sadly a week ago tonight my CMC flat blade trigger 3.5 pound died on me. The trigger, basically the hammer spring went, it just died on me. Anyway, old age, it's only 15,500 rounds and it died. Long story short, this came through today. Velocity triggers. It's a flat blade 3 pound trigger made by a chap that used to work for Timney Triggers. Now, for the price that it came in at, with help from Gunfellas, don't forget to go and give them a try because they're good lads. They sorted me out with this bad boy. So it's a Velocity trigger 3 pound, made in the USA. It's slightly different in its manufacturing process to a CMC, in that the housing is alley not steel, but seems to be a little bit more robust. The process of installing it's slightly different as well. You don't just plop it in and just put the pins in. You also have to use some exchange 2 pins that go down to tighten it up. But again, just having a look at it, you just tweak it and that goes off. That is a very, very smooth trigger. Now, in comparison to the CMC, which I've now fixed, no thanks to CMC, not giving me any help at all, I've actually managed to fix it myself. Then you guys want to know, you guys know me personally, just give me a shout and I'll tell you how to do it if it ever breaks, because quite a few people have invested one. This particular one is really, really strong. With the CMC, I always used to find that even with the kick down the bottom, it was quite a pressure to pull it, and there was always a slight grind, especially from the reset. This piece here, when you've got the secondary sear touching onto the back of the hammer, there was always a nasty little jump. But whereas the reset on this, as you watch my finger, there's nothing of it. It's really, really, really smooth. I think this is like chrome vanadium or some codswallop bloody coating. But the release, very, very minimal. Boom. And it's off it goes. Really, really nice. Anyway, so got this through this morning, went and picked it up. So I thought I'd drop it into my 1522 and see how she cooks. So cleaned out, ready to rock and roll. Nice and tidy, sits through. How are we looking? Oh yeah, that looks good. That does look good. Hey, not bad. That's a bit funky. Different to the CMC, it is a flat blade. I mean, some of the guys are saying that the brake on it is a little bit more touchy than a CMC or even a Geisley. I mean, it's not a Geisley. There's a reason why. But I'm going to give this a whirl. I'll be back to you in a second once I've installed it. Right on YouTube, after a bit of banging and fitting and walloping about, I have got it in. How does that look to you? Look how smart that looks. So really, really tidy. I've never done a review on this rifle, so I really should do one at some point. If any of you guys want to see a review on what I've done to my little old Smith & Wesson 1522, you are more than welcome. Just give me a shout or bung a comment below. I'll give you a quick rundown now if you've got nothing better to do. What we got here is we have a cross bolt safety instead of an ambi selector. At the end of the day, this thing's not machine gun. I just need to sling it off as fast as I can. That is manufactured by Elfman Tactical. Really, really good investment. That's the bit, that's where I got the hammer and the Dremel out, because I was fiddling around with the detent that goes up inside the front part of this handle. Really good. What you do, slip it across. Now it is primarily set up for opposite handing. I'm just going to cover my serial number so you buggers don't see it. But basically, to make it live, you have to click it across like so. Obviously this is live, that's safe. So, but it's just easier. I can just start, canted at 45, pop, trigger is ready to rock and roll. As you've already noticed, the trigger is in there. I've now installed it with a couple of K&S green anti-warp pins. They do fit in a Smith & Wesson, but they are a little temperamental. But once you've got them in, got it all tightened up, they ain't going nowhere. Because I found that the anti-warp pins that I did originally get with my CMC were a little bit sketchy. K&S, if you like investing, about 40-50 quid, well worth the investment. Then obviously you've got Defence Tactical skeletonized alley grip. That is really good. I've had Hogue anti-slip grips on there, the rubber ones. They just got horrible in the summertime. I've tried plastic ones, they're just too slidey in summertime or when it's wet weather. This is grippy and really, really strong. Doesn't matter what the weather. On the rear end, I've got the Battle Link minimalist stock, I believe it's called. Now, you, as any of you know that you've got a Smith & Wesson, with the Magpul stock, you get a slight little play up and down. You slip this mil-spec bad boy on, it's as tough as old boots, doesn't twist, doesn't torque, doesn't do anything. That is not a badass lever. That's an NDZ Performance bolt release, I think it is, because obviously it's last round hold open on the magazine. On the flip side of the rifle, again, you can see everything that's built up for it. I've also got an NDZ Performance. That's a two-part. Again, that is available from Gunfellas, and I believe they may have these as well. Often do that, and this is NDZ Performance as well. This is a two-part, specifically designed for a 15-22, because it comes off. The actual nut underneath has an O-ring that holds the main piece on. So all you do is you do it up like you would do any normal AR, and then all you do is pop the extended button on top. Boom, sorted. Because you'll normally find that a thread runs out on from a normal AR for a smithy. So that is the lower of my rifle. Right, anyway, as for tonight's investment, we have the £3 flat blade trigger by Velocity Arms, that's supplied by Gunfellas. Really, really nice. Now, with the safety off and my finger to stop it from dry firing, boom, no, absolutely no play. That just, there's no take up in it at all. It just goes off. That is what you want from a single stage trigger. Reset, nothing at all. Again, boom, and reset, tidy. Definitely. Anyway, chaps, I'm going to sign off for the evening because my pizza's just arrived, and I'll put this together and give you a shout on Sunday. If anybody else wants to see anything else, just give me a shout. My guns are always about. Take care. Good night.